Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Inside LeFleur's Museum District podcast, where we talk about how our museums collaborate to bring great experiences to Jackson, Mississippi. This podcast is sponsored in part by Visit Jackson, who does so much to bring incredible experiences to the city of Jackson. I am TJ Drummond. I am the Visitor Services Manager for the Museum of Natural Science, and I'm here with my co-host, Katie Tupi, who is the Education Coordinator for the museum.
Yes, hi, Katie Tupi, Education Coordinator, and we are also joined, if you hear anything in the background, we are joined by one of our animal ambassadors, Griffin, the barred owl. So he's going to be here with us today too.
We're very excited to have him with us. I'm maybe just a little scared, but he's great. I personally am really excited to talk today because we are just about to mint some really fantastic developments here at the Natural Science Museum. We're about to reopen our gift shop, which is going to be really incredible. We've just renovated our entire front lobby, built a bunch of new day rental spaces. So it's a really, really incredible time to be working at the Science Museum and to be sharing that with the people of Jackson.
Yeah. We, people who have been here before, I feel like every time you come to the Science Museum, you're in for a treat. There's going to be something different every time you come, whether that's meeting a new animal ambassador, or now when you come, like all these renovations that are finally finishing up, and and then if you haven't been here before, of course it's awesome to see it for the first time.
Yeah, and I think something that's been really exciting over the past few years, obviously in 2021 we built the new playground. Blue Cross Blue Shield helped us to build that, bring that to the city of Jackson, and we're so happy about that. And now we have a lot more amenities outside, new picnic tables, new pavilions. There's just a lot more opportunity for outdoor recreation here, which I'm really, really excited about because that's part of our mission here at the Museum of Natural Science. So a lot of new ways to get involved outdoors, and a lot of cool events coming up too. And Katie, as our education coordinator, can tell us a little bit about some of those fun events.
Yeah, so some of the things that I'd love to talk about today are what to expect when you come to the Science Museum, and that's going to include maybe some events or some programming, or just day to day when you walk through these doors, what you're going to see, who you might meet. So that's what we'd love to talk about today. I'm going to rock and roll with a day at the museum. So you come through our front doors. If you've been here before, then you'll look over and see our newly renovated, soon-to-be open gift shop. So we'll have that. And then you walk down the stairs. So we have all of these amazing exhibits. And I always tell people when they come here, the cool thing about this museum, the coolest thing in my opinion, is that it is truly Mississippi. Everything here, all the fossils were found in Mississippi. All of the animals are native to Mississippi. The exhibits represent wild Mississippi, wildlife in Mississippi. So things that you could potentially see in your backyard that we have here up close, things that you would never see in your backyard, we have for you to see here. So when you come into the Mississippi Museum of Natural Science, you are getting a glimpse of again, what wild, natural Mississippi looks like. So you walk down the stairs, first thing you see is our awesome fossil wall. So Fossil Wall has all kinds of specimens. You'll see our giant Basilosaurus hanging. And I feel like people, dinosaurs are huge. Prehistoric animals are huge. So it's a really cool way to really grasp people's attention when they first walk in.
Yeah, one of the things that's always fascinated me is you come into the museum and you see this fossil wall. And what I think a lot of people don't appreciate before they really get granular into the literature is that all of those fossils came here from Mississippi. These are all fossils of beasts that roamed what is now Mississippi in prehistoric times. So it's just really crazy to walk through this museum and see the Mississippi story, to see what this place looked like, pre-Ice Age, in the Ice Age, which is a great opportunity to tag our current exhibit, Mammoths of the Ice Age. So you can just see how this place place has grown and changed over millions of years. And what we are here now, we've got obviously, live animals like griffin show you, the neighbors we have in our own backyard. We have gallons and gallons of aquariums that show you the fish that we have in our own ecosystems here. It's just really, really special. It really takes you through a tour of what Mississippi has been and continues to be. And, I think a lot of people, they don't get really frequent opportunities to get out and about in nature lately. And so maybe these are things that they'll never see in their day-to-day life. I mean, personally, I have never seen a barred owl before, and now I see one literally every day of my life. So that's really, really special.
Yes, but also hopefully it will inspire people to get outside.
Yes.
Which is, as the education coordinator, we've got all of our educators that work here, and I am a nature nerd through and through. I spend all my extra time during the day. If I have a lunch break, I'm out on our trails hiking and looking. But a lot of people come here and they aren't necessarily outdoorsy people, but get inspired by the stuff that they see here. So that's another thing that I think is really cool about this museum is people that come in, terrified of snakes, and you learn more about them, and then you gain this interest and want to learn more. And so this museum definitely lends itself to that, and just increasing interest and hopefully motivating people to learn more about nature and get outside. But you mentioned the fossil wall and it kind of telling the time. I moved here from Florida and never thought that living in central Mississippi that I would be able to find probably more shark's teeth here in central Mississippi as I did on the coast in Florida. But it's really cool. And when you walk along the fossil wall and you can see we were at one time, underwater here. And so it's really neat to be able to see those fossils here and then know what you can find when you go outside.
Yeah,
So.
In fact, in our own backyard, we have 2 miles of nature trails that extend out to Mays Lake, and there's a bridge over a gulch very, very close to us where you can still, even today, find incredible numbers of shark teeth and small fossils like that. So the proof is in the pudding. It's right here in our own backyard, and there's a lot of opportunities for adventure, which I think is really, really
It's my
special.
favorite word, adventure. Yeah. So you're in the museum. You walk down the fossil wall, and then you're going to hit our aquariums, which TJ you mentioned. So the way that our aquariums are set up, which we have exhibits, and then we also have our living exhibits, our aquariums, and it's set up as if you were starting on the Mississippi coast, and as you walk down our exhibit hallway, it's like you're hitting a body of water that you would be hitting as you moved up the state of Mississippi. So really representative of our state, starting with the Mississippi Sound, barrier islands, and then moving up, we've got the reservoir, we've got the Pearl tank. So all of these tanks, some big, some small, and then you end in our terrarium, which I always tell people, it's our inside swamp, where you can see live gators. Everybody loves the terrarium. Super cool. Live gators, fish bigger than I've ever caught before. So it's, again, you are immersed in wild Mississippi right here in our walls.
Yeah, that's what we try to do in our exhibits. Is we try to represent every little small habitat, every little ecosystem that exists here in Mississippi. And I do think it's great because you get a nice interplay of the dioramas on one side of the aquariums hall that show you kind of the land-based things, barrier islands, old farmhouses, things like that. And then across from them, you get the bodies of water that may be near these ecosystems. So you really just get a very, very nice cross-section of everything here in Mississippi. And then, like you said, it leads to the terrarium, which is also the entry to our nature trails. So you have a chance to get exposed to all these different ecosystems, and then you get to actually walk right out into it.
Yeah, it is. It's a cool experience. I'm going to jump right now to my people because I've got an amazing team. So when you're at the museum, a lot of people come and get to meet our educators. So I have to shout out my amazing educators because these are individuals who have taken their interest in wildlife and conservation, and now they're sharing that with everyone. So our conservation educators here, we do programming. So if school groups come in, school groups, camp groups, as they come in, when you book a field trip, you can get a program.
Free of charge.
Free, yeah, it's included. It's included. So I always tell teachers, if you're coming on a field trip and you're given the option of a program, yeah, do it, because you're going to learn some things. You're going to get to meet some of our live animals, which I will shout out again in a minute. He's turning his back to us. So our educators do these programs. All of our programs are aligned with the state curriculum standards in Mississippi. So teachers are able to take what they're teaching in the classroom and take what we're learning here and really meld that, make this lesson relevant, make what they're teaching in their classrooms kind of come to life and give kids an extra opportunity to learn beyond those classroom walls. So we've got our programs here, so educators are doing that. But then we also do creature features too, which a creature feature is when our educators will take one of our animal ambassadors and go out on the floor. So you might get a chance to safely touch a snake. Or an alligator, or you might get to meet Mr. Griffin, who's jumping around behind us, our barred owl. So I have to say, I say it all the time, the animal ambassadors that we have here at the museum are just as dear to us as any staff member. These animals are, they're not releasable for one reason or another. They are, they all come with their own stories. Griffin is with us, for example. Our barred owl is with us because he broke a wing and isn't able to fly and wouldn't survive in the wild. So he is here now as one of our ambassadors, and we call them ambassadors because they represent their species. They are, like you said, most people haven't seen an owl before. You may hear them, you see their likeness on everything, but you come here and although Griffin is not able to be released into the wild, which is tragic. Obviously, if an animal can be released, that is what's best for them. But as soon as he wasn't able to be released, it was, okay, how can we give him a good quality of life, but then also help others to understand his species? And so he serves that role, that people can come in and they can learn about owls and they can learn the importance of those animals in their ecosystem. Same with snakes. Snakes are, a lot of people have a fear of snakes, which I completely understand. I was that person. Now I hold them regularly. But it is very important to know what purpose they serve and the role that they play in their ecosystem, because they are important.
Something I really, really like to piggyback off that is the way that we can kind of demystify some of these animals. I think for me, I'm a people person, hence why I'm in visitor services, not one of the educators. And I came into this job with a bit of I don't want to call it a phobia, but a little bit of a low-key fear of snakes. And we're working on that, aren't we?
We
are.
Yeah, we are.
Every day we are. I like to tell this story. I went on WLBT with Katie here, and they wanted me to bring a snake, but I don't do snakes because I'm a people person.
So he brought me with the snake.
So I brought Katie with the snake, and I insisted I was not going to hold the snake. That's not what I do. And Maisie, our corn snake, is a little bit of a drama queen. And about halfway through the interview, the live interview, I will add, she started to slither up my arm. And so then I was peer pressured by everyone in the room, including the snake, to hold her. And you know what? It was a lovely interaction. I had a great time, and I have been a lot less afraid of snakes ever since. And I think that's a really universal experience. I think a lot of people come through, especially on big events like Snake Day. Snake Day is a huge opportunity for people to get live in-person interactions with snakes. And it brings quite a crowd. Some people are incredibly excited. Some people are a little bit scared, but very curious. And, so great opportunity to just sort of demystify some of these creatures that exist in our own backyard, who maybe we have some preconceptions of that, our great education team can kind of correct for us.
And we won't let snakes slither up people if they don't want that.
Just me.
just TJ. It was a good learning experience for him. So, but yeah, absolutely. It's super neat. Like I said, I can't give the education team or our animal ambassadors enough props for sure, because they make this a fantastic, unique experience. And again, the museum is amazing on its own, but then you add, just that extra experience of getting to have these animal encounters, and it just ties it all together, makes for an amazing visit to the museum. So yeah, that is if you come here, please look for our educators, look for our animal ambassadors. We also, events, you mentioned Snake Day. We've got a fantastic events committee who we are constantly coming up with new different ideas for events here at the museum that tie our mission in to, just a fun family day. So we've got some of our bigger events, and actually as we wind up the summer, and summer camps are behind us, which are always huge and wonderful. But now we're kind of getting into what will be our big event season.
Can't wait.
So it is, we're about to all be up to our eyeballs in event prep, which is amazing. Just again, add something a little extra, but we will start with Science Fest.
Yes.
In September.
In partnership with all of our LeFleur's Museum District partners, the Mississippi Children's Museum, the Agriculture and Forestry Museum, the Sports Hall of Fame. So there's going to be something really, really special at every museum, and we're very excited for that. And here, as Katie's saying, here you can come to have your live animal experiences, your animal adventure, as it were, a little bit of outdoor recreation in your Science Fest day. Yeah,
this Science Fest, it's interesting. I was just talking to some of our event folks before this. This Science Fest, we're focusing on animal architects. So a little STEM action mixed with the natural world, because.
So what's an animal architect?
Animal architect. So animals are probably some of the most amazing architects. So you think, for example, a paper wasp. What they are able to create. You think of the symmetry of a honeycomb. Think of I'm giving a lot of invertebrates shout outs right now, but this the symmetry, the building that we see, the architecture, if you will, that we see in nature, and the creatures that produce that. So we're gonna be giving a lot of love this Science Fest. So we're gonna be giving a lot of love to the creatures in nature that are truly architects themselves.
I love that. That feels very very linked with our current suite of renovations and things. Animals build lots of incredible structures too.
Very true. Yeah, absolutely. So Science Fest, again, you get to come to all the museums, and then after that, we'll roll into to our big Halloween event, Park After Dark, which we do in partnership with the Children's Museum. So that one is always fun. That's one of my favorite events, just because we get to dress up and have fun. And then, of course, Snow Much Fun will be right around the corner. So yeah, we're about to press the gas pedal and head on into event season.
Yeah,
strong.
And that's going to be perfectly timed with the arrival of our new exhibit, Lego Animal Superpowers, which I believe is coming in September.
It is.
Yep. So in September, right around the time of Science Fest, we'll take on our new exhibit, which will involve these absolutely incredible sculptures made of Lego bricks. There's an American artist named Sean Kinney who builds these absolutely incredible animal structures with Lego bricks, and they show off some of the really incredible adaptations that animals have developed to survive in their native habitats. And of course, there's something really spectacular about these giant animals made right out of Legos in our own backyard. So we're really excited about that. But this is my perfect opportunity to tag our memberships. We have some absolutely fantastic annual pass programs here at the Museum of Natural Science that are extremely affordable. Individuals can get a year-long annual pass to the museum for $50. A family of up to 6 can get a membership for $125, and that will give folks exclusive invites to gallery openings, exclusive events like that. They get free admission to the Science Museum for a full calendar year, and they also get discounts on party rentals, discounts at the gift shop, all kinds of fun stuff. So that is, there's still time for you to get a membership and get an invite to the Lego Animal Superpowers opening, and then you can see all that really, really incredible stuff we have going on.
Yeah, and honestly, and you know this, TJ and I are, you and I are usually kind of some of the main players in our exhibit openings, our premiere parties. We have so much fun with those. Again, it is exclusive. If you're a member, you get to come and see the exhibit for the first time. It's an evening of food, but also get to experience our top-notch acting skills.
Oh, absolutely. Real thespians,
yes,
two of us.
We are very good at that. And we have a lot of fun with it, and really just work on getting everybody really hyped up for the exhibits. And these exhibits that we talk about, the fossil wall, the aquarium, obviously those guys are here year round, but every 6 months or so we do get a temporary exhibit, a traveling exhibit in. Right now, we have our Ice Age exhibit, but it just keeps things a little different, and gives people who are coming something different to see every time they come. So we work really hard to get really engaging, fun exhibits, and I think the Animal Superpowers. I think Sean Kinney's Legos are going to be a hit. My kids love Legos.
Oh, so, absolutely. Yeah.
It's going to be great.
The kid in me still loves Legos for sure. I think that the takeaway that I want our listeners to come away with is that, we are scientists. I think sometimes we have a reputation, or scientists in general have a reputation of being somewhat stuffy academics. We don't like to think of ourselves that way here. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot of joy to be had here, a lot of adventure, Katie's favorite word. To have out on the trails with the animal ambassadors, with our traveling exhibits, just even out at the LeFleur's Bluff Playground. So a lot of opportunities for just joy and to really just bask in what we can offer our community here in Mississippi. So I'm just very, very excited to share that with everybody.
Yeah. This really is a fantastic museum, and I think I'd say that even if I didn't work here. But it is just a neat experience for really folks of all ages. We do have an early childhood program here, educationally speaking. We do programs for, preschool age kiddos. We have a preschool room that is not a school. You can't send your kids to school here, but how cool would that be? But our preschool room it's got a treehouse slide in it, and kiddos who are 5 and under can kind of have their space to read and do some puzzles, meet with Miss Denise, our preschool educator in there. So we've got things for the little ones, and then again, just folks of all ages. So it's just it's a neat experience, and there's something for everyone truly here.
And I just want to piggyback on that and say that children under 3 are always free at the Museum of Natural Science. So they can come in and get exposed to some of these animal experiences, and then maybe they won't grow up like me to be afraid of snakes. So
TJ's the fact guy.
That's true.
Good job knowing the prices. I'm going to piggyback off of that, and I'm going to point behind us to where, and this is premature because it's not finished yet, but part of our renovations and something that I am super excited about is we're going to have a new play area back behind the museum. I think it's safe to talk about that now, right? It's a for sure thing. They're about to lay the concrete, but it's going to be a big tree house. So it'll be a climbing structure, 2 big tree houses that you can walk. There'll be an overlook, so you can look out over our trails. It'll have slides. There'll be a small trail, with some animal statues for people to see. So just taking our education wing our education side of the building and extending it outside, getting people, again, outside, because that's one of our main goals, is getting people out into nature. So we're giving them another opportunity. So I'm super excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be great. It's going to bridge the gap between the classroom and the outdoors. It's really going to bring the classroom outside.
Get outside and play.
That's right.
So I tell my kids that all the time. I tell everybody's kids that. Go outside. Go play. Grown-ups too. Go play.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Katie, I had a great time talking with you about this today, and I'm really glad we had this opportunity to share some information about the Science Museum with our listeners. And I just want to wrap up today by saying thank you all for joining us for this edition of the Inside LeFleur's Museum District podcast. You can follow us online at LeFleur's Museum District on all social media accounts, and you can head online to buy your tickets, get more information at lefleursmuseumdistrict.com. So,
hope to see you on the trails.